Yo! What is going on, YouTube? I'm your host, Biscuits, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be customizing the Vapid Riata. This vehicle is primarily based off a Ford Bronco, the new modern Ford Broncos. So if you guys are looking to pick up a Vapid Riata to add to your collection, the only way to purchase it is through Simeon's dealership. Currently, you can purchase this vehicle for $400,000. So you used to be able to purchase this vehicle by going on your phone, going to internet, and then going to Southern San Andreas Super Autos. However, Rockstar recently removed this truck as well as over 180 other vehicles with the Mercenaries DLC. So currently, the only way to buy this truck is going to be, if you happen to catch the video this week, because this is currently on sale at Simeon's dealership. Or another way to purchase this vehicle is you would need to have a friend who already has this vehicle, and you could go to the LS Car Meet, where you are able to purchase the vehicle from them. Pretty cool truck, and GTA Online, it already comes with this crazy lift kit. I actually parked this car next to a couple of my other trucks, and the height is pretty insane, so it definitely has some serious ground clearance. So, but enough of me jabbering, let's go ahead and hop on in here and customize. So starting off with the armor, we will go 100%, as well as the brakes. For the bumpers, looks like we can pretty much add different bull bars. So we have the stock crawler bar, primary, you got secondary, stock ram, primary, secondary ram, bull bar 2, primary bull bar, secondary. So I really like the bull bar 2. Let's go with that one. Onto the rear bumpers, we can add a bull bar to the rear bumper. We can do a primary bull or a secondary. Personally, for me, I don't really care for either of those, so let's just leave that stock for now. For the engine, let's go ahead and go level 4. For the exhaust, we have titanium, carbon, and aluminum. So visually, I do like the stock exhaust option the best. However, I do want to get that extra loud engine sound from having an aftermarket exhaust. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go with the we'll go with the carbon exhaust. Now onto the grille. Looks like we can change out the grille and get rid of these fog lights. So we have retro and classic. Personally, I do like the classic the best. However, I did drive this vehicle around before I started this video, and the fog lights, the two fog lights in the center, they are functional. So with that being said, I would like to leave it as is, because I definitely like having fog lights that are functional on my cars. Moving on to the hood, we can do a bug deflector, primary bug deflector, secondary USA bug deflector. Okay, that's kind of cool. We got primary vented hood, secondary vented hood. We just have a regular vented hood 2. So I'm going to go with the primary vented hood. I think that is a very good look for this truck. For the horn, let's go ahead and do a truck horn. And for the headlights, I think they look good as is, so let's just leave them like that. For the livery, so since I purchased this car from the Simeon's dealership, it did come with this woodland camo livery. But let's go ahead and roll through the rest of the options, starting off with the stock. So this is the stock look of the truck without any liveries. We can do a center stripe. We can do a blue double stripe. A white double stripe. We got made in the USA. Shrewsbury Hunter. So it's like camo with the American flag on the roof. Got Dawn camo. Get the Woodland camo, which is what is already equipped. Get the Redwood. Patriot Beer. And Space Cadet. Alright, so personally for me, I like these, I like the double stripe, so we're going to do the double stripe. And for the plate, let's go ahead and do my custom biscuits plate. Respray, let's come back to that very last. Alright, now for the roof, here we go. Now it's starting to look like a Ford Bronco. We can add the primary cab, and suddenly it's a Ford Bronco. We got secondary cab. We got some bars, chrome bars, primary bars, secondary bars 2, chrome bars, primary bars, secondary bars 2. Roof rack, that's kind of an interesting look. And that is it for the roof. So we're going primary. Can't go wrong with that. For the side skirts, we can do a slat skirt, chrome slat skirt, primary slat, or secondary slat. So definitely not crazy about chrome. I'm not sure how I feel about them matching up with the body paint, so let's just go with the slat skirt. Looks like it's just a matte black finish. I think it looks pretty good. Let's go with that. Now for the suspension, we're going to leave that stock. We want to have maximum ground clearance for this vehicle. It does look like if you lower it all the way down, it still will be pretty good at off-roading, but completely unnecessary. Let's just stick with the stock suspension for now. Transmission, we'll go ahead and go race. And turbo for that extra power, we definitely want that. Windows, let's go ahead and black them out. We'll go limo tint. For the wheels, we definitely want an off-road wheel type. These chrome wheels, the actual design of the wheel I like. They look really good, but I just don't like chrome wheels. So we got to get rid of those. So let's see what we can do. I really like the drag SPL wheels, so let's go with those. As far as the color, I'm not sure yet. Let's figure out a body paint, and then we'll go back to the wheels. Tires, let's go ahead and go custom. That is a good look, as well as the bulletproof. We're definitely going to want bulletproof tires on there. Alright, so now we just got to get a respray color. So it looks like we have a primary and a secondary. So the secondary looks like it is just that side of the truck right there. Yes, so it looks like it's just the outside of the body for the secondary. So this surf blue caught my eye, and I really like it, especially with the white double stripes. So let's go with surf blue for the primary. Onto the secondary, we'll go ice white for the secondary. Very nice. It is starting to come together. Now back to the wheels. I'm not sure if I want to keep those as is or do like black. Maybe just alloy. You know, let's go stone silver for the wheel color. That looks pretty sick. So already, I believe that is everything. So let's go ahead and get this outside and see how we did. Alright, so here is the Vapid Riata fully tricked out. And it is looking very, very good. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. Unfortunately, it is just pissing down rain right now, so we're going to have to just deal with that. So yes, the yellow coilovers on the suspension look really sick. I think it actually is a great contrast with the surf blue color we went with. Taillights look really good. They look spot on to how a modern Ford vehicle does. Got some beefy off-roading tires on here. This thing is looking very, very nice. I love the fog lights as well as the light bar on the top. And believe it or not, it is actually functional. The fog lights and the light bar are both functional. Let's go ahead and get the doors open here. So I can't really see into the engine bay because this vehicle just sits so high. There we go, just climb up there. So there is the engine bay. Not too bad. The interior, as you can see, this is only a two-seater vehicle, so you cannot pick up any more than one friend. So there's the tailgate down. Nothing special in the bed of the truck. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a sound test. Alright, we'll go ahead and rev it up here. Sound is pretty good. It sounds decent. So let me go ahead and turn on my brights. So as you can see, the fog lights and the light bar at top light up. That is very nice. There's nothing more irritating in this game than putting fog lights or a light bar on your truck or car or whatever, and then you get outside and they're not actually functional. They won't light up. So definitely glad to see that Rockstar made it happen for the Vapid Riata. So first, driving impressions so far. Acceleration is not that great. I don't think we expected it to be that great, since this is a lifted Ford Bronco truck. Let's go ahead and do some off-roading, which is the whole point of this vehicle, and see how it does. Alright, so couldn't quite make it up that hill. It is raining though, so let's give this vehicle a little bit of grace. Made it up that one, no problem. The ground clearance on this thing is insane. Literally just seems like it will just go over anything. So the handling does seem a little underwhelming. I believe it's because the suspension, since it's just so tall, the center of gravity on this car is very high, so it just does not have the best handling, and also it can roll over pretty easily. Seems like if you hit a bump the wrong way or a rock the wrong way or something, you're just going to roll in this thing. So yeah, acceleration is decent. Handling, decent. Top speed, I don't even want to talk about top speed, because this is an off-roader. We're not going to be going very fast in this thing. I'm sure the top speed's not very good. Now, I'm curious if this is tall enough I could just, like, drive right over this. Yeah, wow. Okay, pretty impressive. You can just drive over guardrails in this thing. I'm willing to bet if I lowered the suspension all the way, I could not do that. Alright, so not much ramming power. Which is a little surprising for how big this vehicle is. But as far as off-roading goes, this thing is a beast. I mean, it's going over bumps, rocks, just anything, no problem. It just glides over everything just because of how big this car is. as far as lift off the ground. Yeah, not bad at all. I'm actually very impressed with this vehicle as far as off-roading goes. Alrighty guys, well that is going to pretty much do it for this video. Overall, the Vapid Riata is a very good off-roader in GTA Online. If you are into off-roading, or you're a fan of Ford Broncos, then I would definitely recommend picking this one up, especially considering it is only $400,000. Thank you all so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.